range expansion done. Now price near high. So this is another part. So look up this indicator up here. Uptrend is done. Structure understood in a clear way. Now this is one more part, which is percentage from high. Now you will see all the big winners when they started giving a big movement. Okay, let's do here. All the big winners which started giving a big movement, it did not happen from the bottom itself, as it will make its structure, as it will move from lower lows to higher lows, momentum will come. The faster paced movement which came, the price was always within 25-26% of highs, okay, of 52-week high. Not below it. Let's see some examples and how to see it. Very simple, nothing too brainer, but it's very important to understand on where to focus. Okay, otherwise we may just spend wasting time here and there. Now look up this stock up here. This is complete corrective phase which is it is going on. Now what are the problems up here? Though it is in front of your screen, what are the two problems up here? First is a higher low. It's just on your screen, nothing that you have to look too much. Higher low is no. Okay, base, how base is not there? This is base only. This is what, consolidation only, right? This is consolidation only. You have this break up here, you have good volumes up here. So volumes are there, clearly clean identifiable volumes, black bars. One is of course this structure. You can clearly see higher low, no. Then it did not make any right side also. It simply broke out. Is there any right side before the breakout? I am again repeating here. Here, is there any right candle? 1, 2, 3 kind of? No, right? So it did not correct it. It's a wrong structure yet. And in a wrong structure, it simply from the bottom broke out. It simply bottom broke out. Now it has to make a higher low then. Let's just analyze this, play this, how it unfolds. It's a move which is coming up here, very, very slow kind of move. Okay, 5 days already gone, 2 days gone. Now it has came within your percentage. Here, when you have this high, what's the percentage from high? You don't have to do it anything. It's 28, minus 28%. Okay, here it's like 20. Now it is coming within your range to do something. It's a higher low, nothing up here. Let it now correct the structure. Still higher low. Now you will see one more happening up here. This part we'll understand later. Okay, currently first let's understand percentage from high. Now here it started moving, very, very slow movement overall. Okay, here is where your everything gets aligned in a better way. We have a higher low. Now how much is it from percentage from high? 18.5%. Okay, so let's see. Now that's a breakout. That's something to look for. That's a breakout. It failed. It's not all time high, it's 52-week high, and sometime it take 2-year high also. It decides by own based on overall price action. Okay, most of the time 52-week high, but not all time high. Here it got failed. Okay, it took a lot of time. Our stop loss would have gone up here. Later it again picked up pace. Here momentum again continuing. further momentum. That is where something big now happens. It's clearly look how it worked, how it moved. Slowly and slowly, this being too much lower from the highs. Okay, 28, 29%. It took its own time to reach up the high. Eventually, everything that happened in this particular case, it happened above the full high. The fast movement happened here only. So catching the bottom, it's of not much use. We don't want the lowest price. We want fast in and out. Okay, we want to make our 20, 30, 40%, 15%. We want to make in a very short span of time, 15 sessions maximum, 17 sessions. Okay, we don't want to get stuck for making that 20% for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Eventually, everything good in this case happened after this high. So the more closer, the better. But as a cutoff, 25, 26% is the cutoff up there. Below that also stocks can work. I'm not saying stock below that cannot work, but the chances are more. All the big winners first proved themselves. Okay, they never started the move from the bottom. They for once proved themselves that they are worth it. And then it happened. Now look up, let's say this example. This is how much from highs. This is minus 6%. You can see here manually also. This is here. This is minus 6%. Okay. Minus 6% from the highs. Here it was how much? This was like 20, 25. It took time. It proved itself. In fact, let's look at PSB also. Let's see how much percentage it was here when it first showed the momentum up here. Was it fine or not? It's like 27%. Okay, so let it be there. Now here your percentage are very less, 16%, just minus 16%. But you have a lower low yet. It corrected now lower low here. Then now when momentum comes, it's of use. Okay, so eventually it proved itself in this phase. So such phases where it is not within those highs, it is much below, it can take time. Okay, best of the moves, not all, I will again repeat. Best of the moves happen when it is closer to its highs. Okay, when it is within 26%, 25% from its high. Okay, that's where you will find all these happening. Let's say GRSE, all the winners of the last 3 years, you will find majority happening within the highs. Look up this, it went like 40%, 30% down. It took its time. Somewhere here close to the high, almost the all-time high up here. No, this is 2022. Look up this. None of this momentum worked actually. This one was also very less, I guess. It was also below. Let's see how much was it. This is also 27%. So in fact, in this case, when we'll discuss about entry, we'll read it. The entry would have been much later up here. Okay. Look up this one. This big momentum, where did it happen? Very close to the highs, minus 8%. All the big winners, they make a very good right side, prove themselves, then they move. So getting early is just spending unnecessary time. We don't need to do it. This is a recent winner. Look up this, very near to these highs. This is the high and almost 5%. IREDA. This went closer to the highs eventually. This is like 40%, then it contracted. This is almost a new high here. Only after that good momentum came. Here, look, it proved itself up here, very near to these highs, and then the good momentum came. Let's look at these PSU bank moves that happened earlier. So we don't need to focus on like n number of stocks, just high momentum breakouts. Okay, good structure near to the highs. You don't have to buy too deep so as to get a very cheap price. That's a very wrong thinking. It's nowhere needed. Okay, getting the lowest price, it's of no use to be true. You bought at 50 somewhere, bought at 47. It doesn't mean he's better. Nowhere. Okay. We want to buy where we can get the fastest money. Okay, quick movement, either in, either out, both case. If it's a stop loss happen, let it happen quick. If it works, let it happen quick. It doesn't make sense for us to buy up here 42 and then celebrate that I bought at 42, you bought at 50, I did better than you, this, that. People get into all those kind of argument. Even whenever sometimes I post some stock, people comment, oh, I bought it much earlier than you. You bought at 110, I bought at 90. It's of zero use. How much you bought? Okay, when are you selling? These all things will matter. What's your risk reward? These all things will matter. So don't get into those kind of I call them stock market illiterate people. Okay, so don't be stock market illiterate. Okay, you are now a literate in stock market, so behave like that. Okay, this is where all action. Now look up this, very close to this. These were the highs, and this is where majority momentum happened. Quick momentum happened up here. That's what you want. You want 8, 10, 15 days. That's it. Look up here, this majority, when it happened, it made a good right side, went near to the highs. This is where good pace came. One is which one? Let's see more. Tata Investment also, let's see again. Look up here. How much close it was from its high. It's 22% close. Minus 22% only. Okay. That's where to start. After that only big momentum came. Let's see this one. महाबैंक ओके IFCI देख लेते हैं. So look up this price, almost near to this high. Now this is just too below. Now this is also a breakout up here, but I think let's see how much it was. 30%. Let's see from our AI tool also. This is minus 30%, so not of our use. Let it prove. Let it be at a place where we can get some faster movement. It gets up here somewhere. This would be now fine. This is extended. We will discuss about extension also. Let's discuss now itself. Okay, so that it gets covered also. So this percentage move, you can see up 1% move up here. Now this is, when this is red, it's telling you an extension. It's already run up good. How does it gets calculated from the shorter term moving averages 10 and 20. How much it has already moved after picking it up. So it picked from here, it picked 10. So it will show you accordingly. This is 31%, 32%. 20 also from where recently the price has picked up 20. Okay, after going down from here, then it will pick up that. So we don't have to enter into extended. This is just brief. Let's currently move, and in entry point of time, we'll go deeper into it. Okay. this price action happened all near to these highs. It took its time from reaching from this to here to here. Now, if someone bought here and just waiting for you, we spent around May, June, July, May, June, July, yeah, almost 2.5 months. It's not of use. We want faster movement. For that, you have to be closer to the highs. Okay. Let's see this R power. This is close to the highs up here. You have some momentum here, but final breakout here. You will see a good percentage of move came. This is before that the momentum here. Now this is earning play. Yeah, earnings and good break. So we'll understand earning how to play on that also. So eventually you would have bought it much earlier than this based on episodic pivots, earnings play, whatever word you want to call. Okay, well, look up here. This is close to the highs now, 12% only, 12.7%. Okay. SML Isuzu. Now look up this part here. When this is an upslope base, and then this is your break. Now this is what, just 8% from the highs. Okay, just 8% here. Okay, so it takes care of it. Okay, Balu Forges was one more good movement. Here, good breakout, good momentum after momentum, momentum after momentum. Very good move. Let's see some more CDSL. I have this momentum up here. But was it in an uptrend? Oh, no, not an uptrend. So yeah, later on it converts. So nothing to do then. Let's simply skip. Here, look, this momentum came. Big volumes here, then clean upright base. It went up and fully right side. The momentum came up here. After that, only something needs to be done. And trust me, these big movers will not get every day. Okay. In a day, only 20 stocks or 25 stocks maximum they get such momentum. 20-25 stocks. Okay. These are out of 1200 stocks. Per day, not every stock gets such big kind of momentum. Only 20-25 very good, than 30-35, but average is this only. Only this much stocks on any day gets up good momentum, good volumes. So we want to focus on very shorter area only, not every area. Okay. Again, I will tell it is an average number. Sometimes can be 45, sometimes can be 2-3 stocks also when market is bad. On an average 20-25. That's it. That's the only number of stocks which actually gets good momentum on any particular day. So we are targeting only specific stocks which can give big moves. We're not focusing on small moves. Okay, not smaller breakouts, not smaller momentum breakouts. We don't have anything to do with it. Like, let's say there is one breakout up here. Is it a big breakout? No, it's not. There is no momentum till yet. Nothing to do up. We don't want to focus on such breakouts. We don't have to focus on such breakouts. On the same day, if we have like Swani, you have this, we focus here where you have this, where you have big momentum, big volume coming in. That's where we want to focus. So it's a very niche area to analyze, because all the big movers will go defense sector, railway sector, PSU banks before that, and auto sector, lot of moves. All those in last 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, all had the same thing. They all begin with the high momentum. Okay, and made their run very quick. 15 sessions after that momentum, 90% of the time your money will be there on the table. Let's say this EPAC. So we don't have to analyze like 100 stocks every day breaking out. Very, very low number of stock. Now look, high breakout, high momentum break. Is this volume easily identifiable? Let's see on this particular day. This is not entry day, that we'll discuss up, but it starts everything from here. Okay. Entry, exit, I will again repeat, don't get into it. Just first understand everything. Entry, execution, entry, stop loss, exit will be the last thing that we'll discuss. It started all from here, this bar. Percentage from high, all new high. Okay, this was new highs on this particular. Quick movement. 40%, 50%. That's it. That's what we need. A quick movements happening. Okay. Like for example, BSC, this also moved fine, but there was, I don't think there was much momentum days in this. Till late, not here. Okay, some momentum days here coming. Okay, it was fine. One recent is Inox Green. It's a very recent stock. This one. Now you look up here, you will have a up and down. This here, a big breakout. So we will want to focus up where there is big money coming. Now this volume, is it easily identifiable? I've zoomed out more for you. Just see what's happening majority and look at this. Easily, it's good volume, right? No calculation needs to be done. Big mover. Now understand this, that not every stock in which it happens will become a big mover. Okay, that's where your probability rates come into picture. Not every candle that will have this will become a big mover. Okay. But the reverse is true. Not every candle that starts with this may give you this kind of money, but every stock that has given this kind of move, it started with this. That's where your probability comes into picture. Not every stock which will have momentum, high momentum breakout will give you this. But those moves like this, those are big winners, they start with this only. Okay. So here this is amazing move. Sanduma discussed Zentek, let's see. Yeah, nothing, this is downtrend only. Look up this here. This was an up down base, but it did not progress. Okay. So it was a lower low also, I think. Let's see. Let's analyze it up here. On this particular day, when it broke out, good momentum. It's a higher low and it's a direct breakout again. Is there any tight right side to correct up this? No, right? It simply went up. So nothing to do now. Nothing, no execution. Okay, nothing now, no momentum up again, nothing to do, nothing to analyze in this. Higher low and some momentum, but not a very good close. This is where you get a fine close. Now look up this, where this was. This was at the high. At the high. It took its time setting up a right side, contracting up everything, and here is what big momentum, and eventually it moves very quickly. It moved very quick. Oh, here it is like 18-20% in a matter of 7-8 sessions. That's it. That's what you're looking. Big fast winner from here. Now this is a breakout. You had a momentum up here 1-2 days before it, and then a breakout. Fine. Everything started from this candle here. It all started from here. Very big move. Of course, we don't want to capture it like fully. We can capture some part, trail balance, mix of both. Look up this one. Let me remove this all. A big volume up here. Look up this, easily identifiable big volume. Compare just to these all sessions. Easily identifiable volumes. Made a good right side, went up. Let's see other things are fine or not on these days. Okay, very close to the high. It's a higher low also. And it moved quickly. So this, everything started from where? It started from here. From this candle. It can be after breakout, 2 days, 3 days here and there, is it's fine. On the breakout, 1 day before breakout, 2 day or 2 days after breakout. That is your start point. That's it. Close to the breakout. Can be on the breakout date, can be 2 days, 3 days before, it can be 3 days afterwards also. We'll understand in the execution part how to trade. If it's after the breakout momentum is coming, how to trade it. Okay, so here, look up here. This is a bad close. Okay, it's a red candle up here. Nothing good. This is where it gives a good close, and that's where it started. Everything started then from here. Big move. How many sessions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sessions. That's it. That's what we want. Okay. So is this clear? We don't want to get too deep. If it's 40% down, let it prove itself. No need to hurry. Okay. It may work from bottom. I'm never saying it cannot work. It can work. But you will have more probabilities when it will be within those highs. Okay. Below that, it will be a lot of noise. Stocks will also increase. Failure rate will also increase. So we want to reduce those things. Like look at this example, EPAC. It tried to move up here somewhere, very deep in this. Very deep up here. Yeah, plus uptrend also not there. Plus minus 38% down. Both. So 38% and uptrend, both are problem then. Price near high structure. So in an uptrend, you are in a consolidation. You have a price expansion with volume, and that expansion with volume is near to these highs, preferably within 25-26%. If it's deep, then can skip. The chances will be less. Once it is near the highs, 1-2 things further can help in better selection.